Hello and welcome to Center Ice Cardcast, your one-stop podcast shop for all things hockey cards. My name is Eric Andrews, also known in the hobbies Hammerhawks, and I'm joined by my co-host and fellow hobbyist Aaron Goldstein, better known as Crease Collector. So, Aaron, do you just want to start off the episode with a little bit of podcast news?
Big news for the podcast. We turn 1 year old. Just an amazing milestone for us. We never thought that we would make it to this point. I mean, just a lot of, I was going to say ups and downs, but honestly, it's been nothing but ups for the podcast. Just amazing. We just really appreciate the support. And, not counting this episode, we are super excited to see what the future holds for this podcast. And as far as hockey card news, there was a huge sale with another Gretzky OPG rookie. So, Eric, let's just break that down.
Yeah, so some of you may have seen, we posted it on Instagram a little while ago, but for those that have not heard, there was another Gretzky 1979-80 OPG rookie graded PSA 10 that was sold privately on Heritage Auctions late last month. And, it's kind of interesting that it was sold privately because most people think, as the name would indicate, Heritage Auctions, they auction stuff off, but they actually have on their website the ability where you can just make an offer to the owner of something. Obviously, the owner has to, like essentially list it through Heritage Auctions, but you can make an offer on a card that someone owns. So that's how that Gretzky PSA 10 sold last month. And as we have already mentioned on the show previously, there are only two of those PSA 10 Gretzky OPG rookie cards, and the other PSA 10 copy most recently sold in December, which we did discuss on the show actually, and that one sold for 1.29 million US dollars. So, at the time, everyone was kind of freaking out, like, "Whoa, that's a lot of money for a hockey card! Like, we've never seen anything sell for that much." So, it was interesting when this one, when the news broke that this other copy had sold, and you know, like I was saying, it's funny we look back and say, wow, like the 1.29 million was a huge amount of money. Well, obviously, this sale greatly and far surpassed that sale, as this one went for 3.75 million US dollars, which of course is the most expensive hockey card ever, and I believe might be within the top five all time for sports card sale prices. If not, it's right around the top five. So if not, it's definitely within the top 10. But yeah, I mean, obviously just massive. And like I said, the most expensive hockey card to ever be sold. So just really exciting to see something like that. And even just, like I said earlier, interesting to see, how the value has kind of shifted just in the last 6 months or so. So that was really interesting news that happened just a few weeks ago. And speaking of graded cards, Aaron, do you want to talk a little bit about some hobby news in the grading world?
Sure. But back to the Gretzky for a second. As far as like sports card sales, didn't a Babe Ruth card just sell for I think a record $6 million? Yeah, I think that was the most expensive baseball card ever. I think it's gonna be beat at some point, but I mean, yeah, as far as the Gretzky going for almost 4 million, a Babe Ruth card going for six. I mean, like that's in pretty good company, I think. Just unreal. So I'm pretty sure like the Babe Ruth is the most expensive card ever sold, I believe. And it was a sweet 1914 minor league card. So pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, as far as the grading news goes, similar to PSA, for those of you who follow the grading world, this isn't too much of a surprise, but Beckett did suspend all non-premium services. So the only services that are available right now are 250 USD per card with the subgrades, or you can go 150 USD without the subgrades. So they're going to be temporarily suspending these services, aside for the ones I just mentioned, beginning June the 8th. And like I said, it follows PSA's footsteps on that one. And Beckett just hoping to quickly soften things up before the national. They don't want too much of a backlog before they go to the national. So it's going to be, again, for those of you who are in with grading right now, not too much a surprise. When I heard this news, I wasn't that surprised. But yeah, we'll see what happens here on out.
Yeah, I was honestly kind of surprised it actually took that long, given that PSA, had pulled the trigger on that move. I don't even know how long it's been at this point, probably a couple months, I feel like. And, so the fact that it kind of took Beckett this long to catch up, so to speak, on that. Kind of surprised me a little bit, but like you said, Aaron, it definitely makes sense that they did it, and I think it's the right decision for them to just to try to help get caught up a little bit in preparation of the national. And speaking of the national, for those who have not heard, the organizers for the national, which is the National Sports Collectors Convention in the United States, the organizers had been keeping an eye on what the state of Illinois was going to do in terms of restrictions related to COVID-19. And over the last month or two, things have really been moving in the right direction in Illinois. So a lot of those restrictions are either being lifted or just relaxed a little bit. So the organizers for the national were able to determine and finalize that the national would take place as originally scheduled, which is the last week and weekend of July at the Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, which is just outside of Chicago, pretty much across the highway from O'Hare Airport. So really exciting news that the national is going to happen. I know a lot of our listeners are Canadian based, of course, since this is a hockey card podcast, but, a lot of US listeners as well. And of course, we've talked about it a little bit, but the Canadian expos have not been happening, for the last year, pretty much. I mean, the spring expo and fall expo last year did not happen in the traditional format. Instead, they were virtual. Which we've talked about. But, so just the fact that a massive show like the National is going to take place in person, it's just really exciting news. And I'm actually hoping / planning to go. I have pretty much always gone when it's in Chicago. It's not super far away for me. So definitely looking forward to that, assuming that I can go, as I'm hoping and planning to do. So there very well might end up being some national themed content coming later this summer. We'll see who all is there. I'm sure that, if Upper Deck is there, maybe Chris Carlin will be there. So hang out with him a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if Billy will be there. I'm not sure, if Leaf and Greg plan to be there, or Brian and President's Choice plan to be there. But, if so, I'll definitely try to hang out with them and see if we can get a little bit of content that way. So just really excited for that. And I'll let you guys know for sure whether or not I end up going. But like I said, the plan as of right now is to go, and I'm hoping to go with I've referenced him before a couple times, but one of my buddies from college who lives about a half an hour away and is a pretty big basketball and baseball card collector. We're hoping that we can go up there together for the show. And I don't think he's ever been to a national before, so I know that he is really hoping that he can go. He just isn't sure if his plans will allow. But yeah, definitely some big news, more in the collecting side of the hobby as opposed to the industry side of the hobby. So definitely wanted to make note of that, and just excited to share that news with you guys if you haven't heard. And then shifting gears a little bit, kind of back to cards, and specifically something for Aaron and his collection. He had a pretty nice mail day. So Aaron, do you want to share a little bit about that?
I did. As far as the national goes, that's going to be fun to go to, honestly. Like, as far as all the collectors in Canada, like myself, obviously with COVID has not been too kind, especially in Ontario. So hoping to get back in gears maybe in the fall, but I doubt it at this point, but who knows? Or at the very least, a 2022 Spring Expo. So we'll see what happens. For those Canadians who want something, there is also the virtual Sports Card Expo going on later this month. So you can definitely go on their website and check that out if you want to attend virtually. As far as me, yeah, I did receive a sweet mail day. It was from the recent SB Game Use set. And it was kind of a crossover set. It was the Upper Deck Piece of History 40 win club of Olaf Kolzig. So pretty sweet there. A nice little 2-color swatch on the Washington Capitals jersey there. Really, really cool. So that does it for me for the 40 win club cards until they come out with new ones. I'm still looking for the 300 win club cards too. I love this set. I love the goalies in the set. So, I mean, just awesome cards. And that was just a nice little surprise in there from the States Day. It took over a month to get to me, which was really strange. But nice little surprise nevertheless. And Eric will talk about some sweet products. Then we have the awesome Series 2 box break after that I've been hyping up all week.
You sure have. I know you've been
everywhere. It's been on Twitter, on Instagram. I've just been hyping up like crazy.
You've been itching to crack that puppy open ever since you got it. So let's hope you get some good stuff. But first, like you said, just wanted to touch on some new products that have come out over the last few weeks or so, with the two most notable ones being Upper Deck Trilogy and SPX, which both came out in mid to late May. And we won't really go into them too much because both products are pretty much similar to what we've come to expect in recent years. Just to note a couple of things. One notable thing with Trilogy that I was honestly pretty disappointed to hear about is that the Ice Scripts autos are gone. Those have pretty much always been a staple of Trilogy, really ever since the product first came out. I think the first year it was done, being 0304, they did not have them. But starting in 0506 up until last year, the Ice Scripts were pretty much like one of, if not the, most notable things in Trilogy that people really liked collecting every year. So it's a little sad to see those, gone. Hopefully they come back next year and in the future. But and there still are those kind of like plexiglass autographs in the product. They're just not ice scripts. So just wanted to make note of that. And then turning to SPX, in my opinion, probably the most notable thing with SPX is that the auto rookie jerseys are back. Those have been gone out of the product for the last 4 years. So, to me, it's really great to see those back. Is thinking about SPX, for the majority of its time, one of those things that you think of was the rookie auto jerseys. So, just having those back, I think was a really smart move. And like I said, it's just one of those cards that people thought of when they thought of SPX, prior to it shifting to, kind of the higher end model 4 years ago. So just really excited to see those back. And I know people have been enjoying those. So just want to make note of that. And then speaking of newer products, not that it's a brand new product, but as Aaron alluded to, he's got a box of 2020-21
I
Upper Deck
do.
Series 2.
I do. As far as the ice scripts go, man, like that was sad. As soon as you put that on the outline, I was like, wait, really? They're gone? Like it was just kind of hard to believe. I mean, I kind of wonder why that is. Maybe it's because like since, 04, 05, 05, 06, when the acetate kind of type autos were kind of new and fresh, like I'm kind of wondering if, the amount of those types of cards out right now, like are those kind of gone now because they've kind of had their run and then, like Upper Deck is kind of making space for those new types of autographs. Like we see them everywhere, with clear cut, like those types of, ice script type autographs in a way. Like, yeah, it's disappointing. Like, I wonder why that is. Like, maybe it is just to make space, for some new stuff. And I don't know. It's tough. But anyway, enough of that stuff. Now we have a hobby box break of 2020, 2021 Series 2. So I'm hoping for a Kaprizov. I've never hit the big young gun in my entire life. So, I mean, I don't break often, so that's probably why. But who knows what'll happen? I mean, Eric, do you mind making any predictions while I try and open this thing?
Yeah, well, first off, just background on it. A lot of people are probably already aware, but this box came straight from Chris Carlin
It
himself.
did. Thanks,
So
Chris.
just
Thanks, Upper Deck.
another shout out to Chris and Upper Deck for sure. We really appreciate it. As far as predictions, I mean, of course, I'm hoping for
For your
something,
PC. I know.
something
You
nice.
texted me earlier, like, hey, some of these guys, thanks.
Yeah, I mean,
Good luck.
if you could get me a Slavin or Dezingle high gloss or a clear cut exclusive of
Right.
those guys, anything like that would be awesome. One thing that I know you're a big Hockey Canada fan, so I think it'd be cool if you got like a Andrew Mangiapane clear cut or something cool like that, high
Is
gloss.
he in this product? Oh wow! I mean, I had no idea. So hopefully, maybe get some Team Canada greatness over here. We'll see what happens.
There you go. Here's the
I have to
MVP.
add that to my Team Canada collection.
Yep, MVP of the World Championships. So that'd be cool. And I know another Team Canada guy from the World Championships, Brandon Hagel, has a lot of cards in there.
Yep.
Being a rookie, I got his Canvas Young Gun in my box. So if you
Oh,
happen,
nice little Team Canada magic.
yeah. So if you happen to get any Brandon Hagel stuff, I would gladly take that
All
since he's
right.
one of my favorites on the Blackhawks nowadays. So yeah, I'll go. Of course, I would selfishly love for you to get a Jalmerson, Slavin, or Dzingel card for me, but yeah, I'll go with one of the Team Canada boys as
Nice, nice.
my prediction.
Good predictions there. I mean, again, Never hit the big young gun, so I'm hoping for a Kaprizov or a Stutzel. I'm not sure. Like I know the value on his. Like I know we don't talk about value too much on this podcast, but I know that the value of his has kind of gone down a little bit. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it would be nice to hit one of those guys. I still would consider him a top hit as far as the young guns go. So
Oh yeah, he's a big one. I mean,
exactly.
he very well, I think, a lot of people would say he very well could end up being the best rookie out of this entire rookie class long term.
Oh yeah. So it's
So
going to be good. So hopefully one of the big guys. Aside from that, I know Eric, your box had pretty much every single goalie known to mankind inside your box. That box was awesome. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay.
best of luck.
Thank you so much. Okay. So I got my box open.
When was the last time you opened a box? I know it's
Man,
been a while.
as far as a hobby box, oh man, must have been either like I believe it was the 2018 Spring Expo. I bought a box of OPG Platinum, which is so fun to rip if anyone gets an opportunity to do that. Before that, I used to do SBA pretty much every year for quite a few years. So, but yeah, it's been quite a while. So this has been a couple years in the making. So hoping for something awesome. Yeah, so let's go. You might hear some pack opening, but we'll see what happens with the audio, but hopefully it's not too distracting as I open up a Kaprizov, High Gloss, and all those guys. So we'll see what happens. All right. So I'm not going to mention the base, but I'm just going to mention the hits as we go. If any of you guys needs the base for your set, or Eric, you're trying to fill some holes there, just let me know afterwards, and I'll see if I can help you out. All right. And as far as the French variations and stuff like that, I'm going to try to keep an eye out for those, but honestly, I'll probably miss one if I do end up hitting it. So we'll see if I can watch out for those too. All right, so first pack we have Marquee Rookies of Reed Duke.
Right,
Not
first
bad.
ever Golden Knight.
I mean, that's some pretty cool history right there, man. To keep that for that reason.
It's interesting you note the French variation. I didn't mention it during our break because I didn't catch the one that I got.
They're extremely difficult.
They are tough to catch because they're not the hit in the pack. They're just within the base cards. So
right, they are the base. The French variation, young guns obviously are so easy to figure out, but the base ones are very, very difficult.
Yeah, I got an Alex Nylander French variation in my box, so just want to make note of that.
All right, so this looks like a Golden Knight box here.
All right.
All right. Another Marquee Rookies of Peyton Kress.
There you go. That's a good name.
Not bad at all. And these Marquee Rookies are different. They do look a little bit different.
Yeah, one's the retro. Yep.
Very cool.
So how about your prediction? I mean, I know you said you wanted to get a big young gun.
What am I actually going to get? Probably a box of nothing, honestly. No, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. Predictions, man. I wish I was more associated with the product to really know what on average you could be hitting here. But honestly, I don't really have any predictions per se. I just want to hopefully hit the big guy and see what happens.
Just enjoy it.
I know, exactly. Just enjoy it. So
got a Blackhawk OPG card there. I see.
I do. All right. So it's like an OPG box instead. They replace all the cards with OPG cards. So we got another OPG Marquee Rookies of Alec Regula. Not bad. Okay. Probably another OPG in this box. I don't mind OPG in Upper Deck. I've always loved OPG. It gives it kind of an old school feel. The cards look awesome, and it's really, really cool to see. So
it's good because obviously with OPG coming out before the season starts, there's no way of getting the new rookies and updated teams and stuff. So doing the updates in Series 2, I think just makes a lot of sense because then you feel like your OPG set, if you collect OPG, truly is complete.
All right, a nice hit here. There's only 2 cards in this pack. So that's when you got something cool. All right, we have a Rookie Materials patch.
Oh, wow.
Out of 25 of a Maple Leaf. Not bad here in Toronto. Igor Korshkov.
Nice. Wow, that's a nice hit.
Yeah, so I have no idea who Korshkov is, being a Leaf fan even. So admittedly, I'd probably embarrass myself. So, I mean, if any Leaf fans want this, it's number 25 out of 25. Sweet little last print there. A 2-color, looks like off a number patch. Not a bad Leaf set here.
Yeah,
very, very cool.
Very nice.
Not bad at all. Not a bad start, eh?
No, that might be a case hit, honestly.
Case hit. Hey, we'll see. All right, not bad. Still looking for a goalie hit, which bit disappointed. I haven't seen one yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're all in my box.
I know, right? All right. So either way, I'm pretty satisfied with this break, honestly. If we were to end right now.
Oh yeah.
All right. I mean, hey, this is the Blackhawks box, man.
All right.
Another marquee rookies of Mackenzie and Twistle.
Nice. Retro. Nice.
Another Blackhawk, not bad. Still looking for the first young gun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I bet you'll get one.
Probably towards the end, just a young gun in every pack.
Yeah, that could be too.
Always fun when that happens. All right. Then we do have our first young guns.
Nice.
Let me just go through the base. No French young guns, or no French base. Okay. So very first young guns. Steven Lorentz.
Okay, not bad, not bad. He's been playing for the Canes.
For the Canes, yeah, not bad. First young gun, not bad is a name I've heard of. So hey,
Yeah,
I'll take that. At least he's in the NHL.
Yep.
5 more young guns to go. Oh, isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? That is just how fitting. All right, so we have. Oh, this is actually really cool. I'm probably going to keep this for my my collection. I'll go with the actual hit of the pack. Is a portraits of Victor Soderstrom. Not bad. Okay, so that's the portrait cards that everyone loves. Shout out to Billy for those ones. And we also have, this is actually kind of cool. It's really fitting. We have a French base variation of Carey Price.
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, I barely noticed it. But yeah, French variation, Carey Price.
Yeah, very cool.
That's not bad. Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Very timely.
It is very timely. So that's pretty awesome. I posted up a Carey Price card on our Instagram today. If you guys want to check that out, nice little RPA. It's not mine, but it's it's a classic card. So can't go wrong. That is awesome. That'll probably be PC, but we'll see what happens. That is so cool. I've always loved the French variations. I'm really glad they brought them back.
And I believe those will be back in 21-22 as well.
As they should. I love French Young Guns. I believe they were a big hit, honestly.
Yeah, I think they were very well received this year.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, so I'm not going to mention him by name, but I did hit my cousin's base card.
Nice.
That is awesome. Hold on, I'm just going to put that in a sleeve here to protect the card. I mean, it's not valuable, but don't tell him that. But
put that in a one touch.
Hey, exactly right.
Get that graded for $250.
Could you imagine? 250 US, yeah.
Oh, it'll turn into a $5 card.
I know, right? And not too timely. I mean, he didn't have the greatest playoffs in the world, but I did hit a marquee rookie he's a goalie, Vitek Vanacek.
There you go. That's a blue parallel too.
It is. It is a blue parallel. Very, very cool. I like Vanacek. I mean, he was a good choice, I think, to start playoffs. But I mean, obviously, with everything going on there, got injured and all that. So, hey, it is what it is. But I'm a fan. And it's a goalie, so why not?
There you go. Yeah, your first goalie hit.
First,
actually, well,
goalie.
second.
Well, second real hit.
Yep.
Not bad. Okay. And in this pack, we have award winners, OPG award winners of Bobby Ryan. Not bad at all, nice. Bobby Ryan.
I think those are one per box, if I recall.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, pretty sweet looking cards.
Mm-hmm.
Award winners, Bobby Ryan. Good story for sure. All right, so we have our second young gun of the box from the New York Rangers, Brandon Crawley.
Not the best name, no.
Not the best name, but
that's all right.
Not bad. I mean, you can't win them all. I think the box at this point has been pretty good. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, getting a patch, that's a win. So
I mean, my cousin's base card is just going to pay for the entire thing.
Oh yeah. Once it gets a black label from Beckett for $250.
Oh, exactly. I mean, the only way that that base card would pay for this box that was free would be if he bought it. I mean, honestly. All right. So I'm not going to announce base too often, but I did hit the Carey Price regular base card.
There you go.
So I'm gonna keep that with the French variation for sure.
Go for the rainbow.
Hey, oh yes, 100%. So that's gonna be cool. Just put that in the pile there. All right. So I did get a portrait. That's of Alexander Alexeyev.
Alexeyev, yeah.
Alexeyev, yeah.
He's a good prospect for the Capitals.
Not bad at all. Those portrait cards. I mean, I guess either you like them or you hate them. I believe Billy at Upper Deck got absolutely roasted when he thought up the concepts for that card. And they're like, well, we're putting it in. So there you go. All right. So I have a Upper Deck canvas, staying with sort of the Golden Knights theme of William Karlsson.
There you go. Nice.
Not bad. Hopefully Vegas. I'm pulling for Vegas in the playoffs, honestly. I know Colorado's probably their year. And honestly, I think they are going to come out on top, but it's hard not to go for Vegas, I mean, they're a couple years old now, but they still have that new team vibe.
For now, yeah, until
For
Seattle comes
now,
in.
until Seattle comes, and then Vegas is going to be old news. Everyone's going to be hitting on Vegas. And Seattle is just going to go all the way to the Cup Finals.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Vegas guy, and honestly, I mean, with the exception of Game 1, because Vegas was obviously just worn out from their first round matchup, but
Atlanta was playing, but
they're really games 2 through 4, Vegas pretty thoroughly dominated. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it should be 3-1 Vegas in the series at this point. Of course, by the time this podcast comes out, the series will probably already be over, but I'm certainly hoping that Vegas pulls it off.
Me too. Yeah, it'll be nice little comeback, almost like I know they're both good teams, but honestly, I still feel like Vegas is kind of like the underdog, because Colorado is like so stacked, and they're just, it's their year, as any other, as any other year, but they just look so strong. And if Vegas were to come out on top, I think it would be kind of like an underdog little story, I guess you could say. Next pack, Connor McMichael portraits.
Yeah, good name.
Good name. Good name. It looks like the young guns are probably going to come. I think 2, I believe 2. Probably going to come at the end, so which I'm not complaining about. So we'll
make it exciting.
We'll make it exciting. Have a big finish. All right. So kind of on cue, we did hit another young gun from the Edmonton Oilers, William Legason. It's always weird seeing an Oilers thing and not being McDavid, but young gun again from the St. Louis Blues, Austin Boganski.
Yeah, cool. You're not getting the best young guns, that's for sure. But
it's all right, man.
Oh well.
I don't mind. It's all right.
Saving up. Maybe you'll get a big one.
I'm not sure if there's any relation experts that can, tell me when I'm going to hit a Kaprizov or who's he's paired with or what. But
yeah, I'm not sure.
You just never know.
I'm not sure for Series 2. Even though I know Upper Deck has made pretty strong efforts in the last year or two to fix that problem, and they have to a large degree, but there's still a little bit of a
sometimes. So like you can tell if you get this terrible young gun, you're almost guaranteed to hit this good one later. All right, so we got an Upper Deck portraits of Ty Dellandrea.
Good name, yeah.
Yeah, from Dallas Stars. There's so many packs.
Yeah, it's a lot, but that's the fun of
recycling,
True.
I have a bunch of old packs that I kept, opened of course, but I've always wanted to kind of stick them in like a frame and kind of have like a collage of old packs, like that's always something I've always wanted to do. So those hobby people out there break a lot. That might be an idea for you guys.
I really like the, on those portrait cards, and we've talked about this before, I really like the pink foil on those. I think it just kind of makes the cards
they
pop.
do look cool. We have 2 things in this pack. One is a base card of this one guy, Jacob Slavin.
Lady Bing finalist, Jacob Slavin.
That's right. I forgot. I misspoke. Lady Bing finalist. I'm going to put that
and should be the slam dunk winner if you ask me.
I think so.
I mean, he plays a ton of minutes. He's a defensive defenseman, and he took 1 penalty this year, and it was a delayed game for puck over the glass. So not even a real penalty.
Nothing. Nope. So he took a penalty involving not even another player.
Yeah. So if that doesn't give you a pretty good case for the Lady Bing, I don't know what does. Obviously, not that penalty minutes is the only indicator for that award, but it certainly factors into it. So yeah, I think he's very deserving of it this year for sure.
I agree. And in that pack also was from the Edmonton Oilers, a young gun, a goalie, Stuart Skinner.
There you go.
Enjoyed when this guy came up. So really cool looking card, nice gear. So love that card. All right, next pack.
At least you're getting some goalies.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, right? It's very, very cool.
Decent name.
Very cool. Young gun, can't complain. Sweet, we got a nice little Young Guns canvas.
There you go.
Of John Leonard from the San Jose Sharks.
Always good to get a Young Gun canvas.
Pretty sure the patch just took all the mustard out of this box, but that's still, I can't complain.
No, I mean, a patch is a patch. So
exactly.
That's that's out of everything that you've gotten, and then with my Series 2 box, I mean, that's the best card that we've gotten. So even if
I
it's not a
think
big
that,
name,
yeah, I think that might be it for the Young Guns also.
I think you'll still get one or two,
Maybe one or two.
because the Young Gun canvas does not count toward the six.
Okay, that's good to know.
So you should still have two, I think.
All right, we got a cool looking card here. We got the fluorescence cards, which look really
Ooh,
cool. Yeah,
nice. Those are not
got,
guaranteed either. So,
we got a fluorescence red. It's unnumbered
yep, those are new this year.
of Alexander Romanov.
Nice. That's a good card. That's a nice one.
Very cool.
Good name.
Yeah, can't complain about that. Montreal Canadiens.
Nice insert, and obviously the
Yeah,
red goes very well with the Canadians.
of
So
course. Yeah, I
that's a
mean, very cool
nice one.
card. So can't complain about that one. All right, now I can probably start counting my packs. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 packs left. Okay, so it's number 5. So wish me luck. 5 more packs. Marquee rookie of Pierre Olivier Joseph.
He's a good prospect. I think that he'll have a pretty good
Yeah, no,
career.
it's a
So
nice hit. All right, so overall, I think this box breaks has been quite the success.
oh yeah.
I'm not sure if there's been any patch sales recently, but all right. So I guess we're getting down to the last couple of packs here. We have the 2 hit packs. We have a UD canvas of Nick Schmaltz from the Arizona Coyotes. Not bad. I always love a good canvas card. And then we have a Dazzler's Blue from the
Nice.
Avalanche, Shane Bowers.
Good name. Those are such nice cards in
Oh,
person.
dude, they're amazing. It's my first blue one, I think. Just amazing cards. And they will be making a return, which is amazing. So
Yes.
those have been quite the hit. So
I think it's nice to have just kind of that really nice looking lower end insert like that.
right. And you can have that as a hit, but still be guaranteed something else.
Right, for sure.
All right. Speaking of Romanov, we have a Upper Deck Young Guns of Alexander Romanov.
Very nice. This box is turning around quickly. That's a good one.
Not bad at all.
That's a good
That
one.
is so cool. I'm not sure what I know he wasn't one of the prime people on the checklist, but I'm not sure
No,
what his Young Guns go for now.
he's a
But
good one. He's a good one.
all right, second last pack right now. Oh, nice. For my PC, I was kind of, hoping to hit this guy. Marc-Andre Fleury base card.
Nice. There you go.
I'm keeping that. That's awesome.
Touch for sure.
Oh yes, 100% one touch. All right.
Not your cousin.
No, he deserves to be dangling right over the trash. No, I'm just joking.
Savage.
All right. I know, right? No. But UD canvas of Jamie Benn.
Love the canvas photos. We've talked about that before, but
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Always cool.
I think 2 of the 3, the normal canvas ones, have been off ice photos, so always really cool.
Yep. Fun to see that behind the scenes stuff.
All right, here we go. Last pack. All right, so we're going to finish off with a duplicate, actually. Or actually not a duplicate. I think it's just the regular version. Marquee rookies of Vitek Vanacek. So not the blue version. Still cool, like kind of getting 2 partial goalie rainbows, the Carey Price French variation and base, and the Marquee rookies Vitek Vanacek blue and base version as well.
Very nice.
So, that has been it. The 21 Upper Deck Series 2 box break, hobby box.
Yeah, that was
That's
solid.
awesome. That was a solid break. I love the patch. I've never hit a patch card before, so that is just awesome. Of course, it being on the Maple Leafs as well is always a nice little treat. Nice number patch, 25 out of 25. Can't complain about that. But I'm kind of excited about the Carey Price. Like a French variation. First time in one of those 2 of Carey Price. He's going on some magical run. But cool hits aside, the sentimental value of hitting my cousin's base card.
Yeah,
Is
gotta love
just
that.
unreal. So
that's the first card of his that you've pulled.
Yes, it is. So that is just awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Might get him to sign this one or burn it in front of his face. We'll see what happens. For those people, no, I don't hate my cousin. Just some lighthearted jokes here on the podcast. Well, that's it for me. I know we had a lot of news. There was a bunch of everything on this podcast. Some news, some mail day stuff. And then to top it all off with a box break. So I think that was very successful.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, we've been talking about it for a while, but and a lot of you are probably aware of it, but we did have our contest that was going on Twitter. And those cards that we'll be giving away were from episode 33 that were pulled from some of the other boxes that Chris Carlin sent us. So we just had a contest on Twitter, and we gave you guys a pretty good amount of time to get entered into that. So we do have quite a few entries. So as we said up front, we were going to do that drawing during episode 36, which is obviously this episode. So we will go ahead and do that to determine the winners. And just to explain the process a little bit here, we'll just do one randomization of all the entrants to determine the winners. And there are going to be 4 different winners. And we'll end up contacting those winners, or you guys can contact us either way. If you hear this and fairly shortly after it comes out, just shoot us a message on Twitter and we'll go that way. But if we don't hear from you after a little while, we'll reach out to you. So then once we have those winners determined today, and once everyone is ready to go, we will conduct kind of a draft, so to speak, with those winners, and they'll be able to select which prize they would like. And just to share with everybody, so the prizes are, like I said, from episode 33 from those boxes. So some of you might be familiar with these cards already, but if not, and these are in no particular order, just as they came to my mind. First one being a Wayne Gretzky exquisite insert that we got from the Black Diamond box. The next one being a Martin Brodeur Scott Gomez dual jersey from Black Diamond. The third being a Tyler Benson silver on black autograph from Black Diamond. And then the fourth prize is pretty much just all of the hits from the Upper Deck 2 box that I am not keeping for my PC. So I'm not sure exactly how many that is, but it's a decent little stack. And that's
a good amount.
Got things like Young Guns, inserts, canvas cards, as well as the Rookie Materials jersey that I pulled. So decent little lot there for sure. Nothing massive in there, but it's more going for quantity rather than quality with that option. So 4 nice little prizes that people will be able to enjoy, and glad that we're able to share those with some of you guys, and really excited to see who gets what. So going to randomize the list of entries 3 times.
Good luck, everyone.
We'll just read off the top 4, and those will be our winners. So let's do it once, and we'll do it twice. And number 3. So our first winner, who will have his pick of all of the prizes, and I'm glad to see that he came out on top, because I know that he's been having some personal stuff going on recently, and that's our buddy Nick from Hobby Insider, Mopar
Nice.
NZ.
Good guy.
Yeah, his Twitter handle is at NickZ2317. So Nick, you'll have your pick of the litter, whichever one you want. Just let us know, and we'll get that out to you. And then second, we've got at DC Rangers fan. So you'll have the second pick in our prize draft. And the third pick belongs to CJK Collectibles. And the fourth and final winner is Matt Elliott, which is at JaysFan81127 on Twitter. So those 4 guys, congratulations. We're excited for you guys, and just reach out to us. And Nick, you can go ahead and just let us know whichever prize you'd like, and then the others, I guess, actually maybe what we could do is just give us your ranking of prizes and which order you would want, and then we'll just you'll get whatever is on the top of your list that's left. So yeah, just excited to finally have that contest done. It's been a while, and there's been a lot of entrants, so excited that it's finally determined who's gonna get some of our cards. So yeah, that's really going to wrap it up for episode 36. Obviously, it was fun for Aaron to finally open that box. It took quite a while to get up to
Finally, I was like trying to resist the urge. I think I sent you like 3 or 4 pictures, just wanting to open that box. I'm terrible with waiting to open the box. So
yeah,
it's like Christmas morning, man. So I'm glad I can finally rip open that box, and I'm happy that I got these hits.
Yeah, I had mailed it out, I don't know, probably about a month ago at this point, and it sat in Chicago for like 2.5 weeks or something.
It did.
I don't know what was going on up there, but yeah, finally got to you last week, and then you're finally able to open it today. So and it was definitely worth the wait. You got a few pretty nice cards there. So yeah, anything else for episode 36 that you'd want to share, Aaron?
I'm good. I mean, just congrats to the winners of the contest. I mean, I think that was really a good call on Eric's end of divvying up these prizes. I think the 4 winners is good, because obviously more winners the better. And I think the prize bags are actually not bad. I think even the allotment of hits, still comes with the jersey card, which is kind of cool. So yeah, like congrats to the winners, and hopefully you like your cards.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Nick will pick. He's a big Penguins fan, and I know that
He is.
I can immediately think of at least two Penguins cards that are in that upper deck lot. So he actually might opt for that upper deck lot to help out his PC. So yeah, I mean, some of those better cards like the Gretzky and stuff like that could actually, quote unquote, drop in the draft. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who ends up with what. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's nice that there's kind of a little bit of variety. You have on the one hand that Gretzky. I mean, who doesn't love a Gretzky card? You've got a memorabilia card featuring Marty Brodeur, which I mean, legendary player
That
in
card was cool.
hockey.
And with Scott Gomez, which is cool. He's a good hobby guy.
Yep.
Super fun on Instagram. So fun card.
Yep. And then the Benson Silver and Black Auto is just a really, really nice looking card. I think those cards always come out really nicely every year. So just a really nice looking card there, even if it isn't necessarily the hugest name or the most valuable card, just a really nice card. And then like I said, there's just a lot of variety within that upper deck lot. So, I'm sure whoever's going to end up with that lot is going to enjoy what they get. So yeah, I think that, like I said, is really going to wrap it up for 36. We'll just keep it at that. There was a lot going on in this episode, but all good stuff and all pretty much straightforward and to the point, other than the box break, of course. So even though there was a lot, it didn't really take all that long. So that's good. A nice little normal to short episode after episode 35, which was so much fun. I mean, Steven was an amazing guest to have.
Great guest. For probably our longest episode for those who didn't check out our last one. So super fun, and Steven was a great guest to have. Lots of hobby knowledge.
Yeah, and even though maybe you guys are listening to this one and did not listen to Steven's episode, we would highly recommend that you do go back and listen to that one. It's certainly worth the time investment there. Steven just is full of amazing hobby stories, so definitely check that one out if you have not already. But as I said, that's pretty much going to do it for 36. So please be sure to follow us on social media. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Centerice Cardcast, and of course on Twitter at CentericeCC. Please also be sure to subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice to make sure you never miss a future episode. Until next time on Centerice Cardcast, keep collecting those hockey cards.